Hitting me. I can't get it down enough. Okay, there we go. And now it's froze. All righty. Yeah. Stop share. Well, that was interesting. It did not run like it did this afternoon. So, yay. Hello, everyone. This is live three. It's been a learning curve. That is all I can say at this point. Tonight we have Nero and we have Stray Cloud. And you'll have to like, because I don't think it's messed up. Let me see. See if I can get us all on here. Oh, that didn't work. I can't remember how to do this. Let's see. I don't remember where it was that I like had all of us in a gallery. Oh wait, maybe this is it. Oh, I
Go
think I've
to the view.
yeah. It was at the top. So, how's everybody's week? Did we regain our selfness after Paris?
No.
What concert did Channy and Ian run off to?
um,
They left early and it was to go to a concert.
oh, I don't remember.
Nobody knows. I figured one person would at least keep up with her husband. Don't you know what he's doing?
Excuse me. It is not my job to put a GPS.
If you could, you would.
I
If I
knew
could,
that
I
they
would.
were, I knew that somebody had said they'd left early, but even the picture with what DJ Snake, Han, and Channy was not in those pictures. And I'm like, were they lost? Did they get lost? So Channy's just trying to cut out on everything right now, I think. But he looked super happy in Paris. He looked healthy and his smile, he was happy and
He was Chan.
he was Channy. He was Channy. I do have some news I can start out with until someone finishes posting all of her stuff. um, it's been kind of the Felix and Hyunjin show again this week because Felix's covers are about to all come out.
And Hyunjin has been putting Felix on his Instagram, which everybody
Yeah, they had
they're
a
back.
date. What is, I don't know what that is.
The person's concert that they went to was tagged in Ian's story.
Oh, so yeah, I haven't gotten on Instagram yet. So um
I don't know his name, but his face looks oddly familiar.
well, I hope it's not who we were talking about earlier. I can't see that
No,
happening.
no,
Um
it's not.
Sunmin was mentioned in Elle Japan this week in one of their headlines. A French brand called Egon Lab posted Felix on their official Instagram account because of a blazer that he was wearing. Pretty sure he probably didn't pick that out. So congrats, stylist. Hyunjin's ranking at number 7 on the list of top most searched for Jin male idols on Naver in 2023.
Ooh.
He
Ooh.
stands out with 160,000 searches and the highest Stray Kid member on the list.
I probably contributed to that like a lot.
have you have you been have you been searching for Hyunjin lately?
Yeah,
Um,
just to show people like the difference between the members. So,
oh yeah,
because
Okay,
it's
I can
at first
understand
it's hard.
Lino and
And
Ian being,
Ian,
yeah,
see,
but
she's
the other
just
members,
she's a
you can.
sleeper Hyunjin bias. That's all there is to it. You're cheating on your man. Benny, I love Fluffy Benny. I wish they would leave his hair curly because he is so cute like that.
Yes.
Benny had a thing with what was the Samsung guy or something this week. I don't know exactly what all that was about. Kind of looked like a game show commercial type thing. I don't
oh,
know.
that uh,
Yeah, he
that
said the
I
guy was really cool, but I don't. It was an old
think it
dude.
I think it was a commercial for Samsung. And again, he was getting on his days anyway about using iPhones and everything to record them. So
Oh, yeah.
he,
Felix is the third most followed fourth gen male K-pop idol account with like 12, nearly 13,000 new followers.
Damn.
hell
Yeah.
yeah, Felix.
Well, everybody and their dog follows Felix. Even at the Paris thing, there was like two people from I just did this news. Two people from crap. I can't even remember now, but it was like a brand, luxury brand, something that posted him. No, that was IN. The brand people from something posted IN on their Instagram page because and he was wearing Alexander McQueen. And I looked at that vest and I still can't afford the vest, so I just moved on. So it's,
I
it's like
know,
3 months.
it's
It's like 3 months salary for me for that vest, and I just don't want it that bad. I'll go back to Walmart.
Walmart's where it is.
Yeah. Um, top 20 viewed K-pop acts music video on YouTube is Stray Kids La 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 came at number 7.
You.
All of these boycotts and stuff is just really screwing everything up. It's starting fan wars is what it's doing, and it's kind of disgusting.
They're hitting the wrong places. Like you can't hit, you know, that
And
one thing.
they're not even doing it for the cause that they say they're doing it. They're just doing it like
Just to do it.
they started making stays do it, and then now come to find out we're finding out that they were all antis just so how do you say their name? Luciferin or whatever.
These Seraphim.
Oh,
Yeah, because
dang.
they just had a new album drop this week. And guess who's really high on the charts now because nobody was streaming?
Which was stupid because first of all, they had nothing to do with anything.
Mm-mm.
What the companies did, it was nothing. Second of
Yeah.
all, who cares? I mean, yes, I
Just
feel for,
donate. Donate money. I
yeah,
mean, why
exactly.
are
What does
you
K-pop got to do
punishing?
with the war?
Yeah, it's
That's what
all
I don't
just
understand.
it's whatever comes out of somebody's head that is a leader of
The thing with
yeah.
boycotts is they're trying to compare it to when bus boycott in Alabama, I believe, with Rosa Parks.
Oh,
And people are like, it's just like Rosa Parks. Like everybody boycotted the
really?
buses and
Because
it
I
worked.
wasn't born when that happened. Were you born when that happened? Because if you weren't born when that happened, you're probably not getting the correct story. Just if
It's
you
just like
weren't there to witness it and stuff.
they
Did you
boycotted a
know?
specific thing, like that company directly. It's like
Yeah.
you want to do a successful boycott, the actual products or, things from that country, not try to
And
go off and like, sit there and be like, oh, let's boycott an entire country that doesn't have anything to do with that.
oh, I don't need this.
First of all, like, who's to say, did they even do like a full research as far as they know, like the stuff that they're eating, the stuff that they're drinking could already be supporting that side as well. So I'm like,
They are. They're supporting against it. And I mean, unless you're gonna boycott everything, just donate your money. I mean, they
Yeah.
need their money for supplies and food and hygiene products and stuff way worse than they need you boycotting for K-pop companies. So that's where I'm at.
And
and
it's not
streaming doesn't hurt. It really doesn't hurt anybody
Yeah.
other
it
than the
hurts
artist.
yeah, it hurts a lot more to, stop streaming altogether than, because like all of these K-pop companies, including South Korea, they do have diplomatic, friendships with, Palestine. So,
Literally, I was while I was streaming, um I was like on Twitter or something like that, and I kept seeing like underneath their posts, they're like, "Oh, don't stream anything. We're doing like a full like blackout here." Da 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 da. I just went and started blocking everybody. I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't stream." I'm like, "Okay, so y'all not true fans, to be honest, because
Do you
y'all
know how hard it was today to find Stray Kids on any chart? I think I found them on maybe 2. Like they are not on any Korea charts at all. All the charts that they were on last week, they're gone. And now
that's
everybody's coming back out with this push to streaming. And I'm like, you should have thought of that 5 days ago
you
when you
called
weren't
it
hurting the
too.
idols.
You called it too.
Yeah,
You
I
literally
know.
did.
But I'm old and stupid. I know nothing.
it's just like I'm sitting there watching people, like the whole thing was supposed to be a week, and then people were pushing it to be as long as this war or whatever is going on, and it's
Okay.
like, okay, I get if you want to help, and it's cool. Don't be pushing other people to do what they, don't want to
Yeah.
do.
That's my big thing is all the bullying going on is ridiculous because what was it? Oh, and the people that were pushing this boycott were not even stays. I told you all that. It was because their faves were having a comeback this week. And guess what the first video is? It's all of their faves walking around with Starbucks cups. Aren't y'all supposed to be boycotting that? Because your faves are literally putting this in because it wasn't blocked out. What do they call it when they block it out?
Censor.
Well, but it's like they're called product placement. So they're literally supporting the companies that you're saying to boycott. So yeah,
And
it's
who's to say all these companies are Zionists?
I don't
Like
know.
people, like that makes me think it's like,
I'm not their forensic and accountant, so I don't know where their money goes, nor do I really. I mean, I've seen JYP and the boys both give so much money to good causes. So the reason you want to boycott them is because they're not supporting, because
yeah. And
pretty
then
sure that probably are.
Chan at that festival thing with Three Racha, he stands for,
Peace and love and treating people respectfully.
and he, said something about, injustice and everything else, So it's like you're hurting like one of like many people that actually, if they could, help support the people that are getting hurt more, you know.
Okay, and
Yeah.
who's to say they're not also? Like, you're literally boycotting the very people that could possibly be even donating to help. And it's not like
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna
mean it's
broadcast it.
right. It's not like they can go out in front of the building and start, spewing what all they support and stuff. They literally cannot do that. It is in their contracts to stay out of stuff like that. Um, so I don't know. And then it really, really got messed up when like 3 days into it, you started seeing nobody can watch Good Talker. We're not supposed to be streaming. Really? Because that wasn't mentioned. And so all of a sudden everybody's like saying how they watched it and everybody's getting called a hypocrite because they stream. It's like if you're going to do a boycott, would you not have bullet points so everybody knows? I mean, because like one person's saying this and one person's saying that, and this person over here is saying no, 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 that's okay. And it was the worst form of chaos I've ever seen in my life. It was just utterly ridiculous.
That's
Just
why I don't even
donate
go
your
on Twitter
money.
anymore.
From what
There's
I
just
Your boycotts literally do nothing.
from what I was seeing, because like I was laughing at a lot of people who were sitting there saying, "Hey, don't do this." They're just adding more points to for people not to do this. It's like, "Hey," or like I read like one tweet, it was more like this one person was like, "Hey, boycott the big four," and then they're like, and somebody else is like, "Why not just boycott K-pop altogether?" It wasn't a K-pop account, it was a normie account.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, that's not a bad idea." Then they're like, "It's supposed to be for 5 days, starting from this day to this day." Someone's like, "Why not just drag it out?" And someone's like, "All right, we're doing this as long as we possibly can to get them to see it." And then they start adding more points, be like, "You can't do this, you can't do this, please do this, don't do that." It's like first it was
and
boycotting the
and I'm over
music,
here
and now it's
going,
like,
I'm just gonna live my life and I'm gonna do my thing. And if you don't like it, you can block me because I really don't give up. Oh, what was that line in top line? Yeah, that's my line. So
honestly though, like if y'all could put this much effort to not stream,
you can put that
imagine
much
like
effort
the
into streaming.
I know, imagine if you put that much effort into actually streaming,
Yeah.
how
Because
good
I
it
mean
would go.
our boys have a really tough time getting on Korean charts like it is. I mean, I see that every week. You've got people they cannot hardly get on Korean charts. and then the whole what was I griping about the other day that there were 5 nominations and 3 of them were from Hybe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one. I was like, so you take
Oh,
3
no.
artists, and I'm not taking away because they
What
are
was?
amazing groups, but our kids have had an amazing year as well, and they're again not getting recognized for anything that they do. They have not won a top award at all in 2023, except from like
The
Billboard
amount of
and
success
VMAs, and
with their albums and their concerts and stuff that happened last year, it's ridiculous that they didn't.
they're one of the top
Ridiculous.
sellers in the United States, like beating out Western music. They overed, they overed them. I don't know where that language just came from, but they are they're over a lot of Western artists. Like
Which
their
is
one
why
album, Rockstar album, outsold not Taylor Swift, but outsold all of the other Western artists 5 down for 2023.
Yeah, I
They were
saw.
number 2 right under Taylor Swift.
So I just went and checked Twitter for the strike list for.
Such a
Um,
shit.
they're going until February 1st, and they're going to be spamming TikTok and Weverse.
Whatever.
So if you guys got Weverse, be on the lookout for people probably to block.
I do not got waivers. My phone literally blows up with their notifications, and I'm just like,
I don't
I don't
get
even
any
read any of it.
notifications from Weverse.
Oh,
I don't
and
even read the notifications from fans because it's like community. I'm so glad I spent money to get it because I'm not going to use it.
they're also
Yeah, I haven't.
boycotting Scooter Braun, telling
who
Hype
cares?
to get rid of Scooter Braun.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
going to do that. You
well,
know why?
okay.
Because he makes them money.
The Seraphim stocks have gone down since this boycott, and I think one other group has gotten their stuff down due to this boycott, other than just Stray Kids.
Yeah, but it's not hurting the idols. Just ask them.
I've been seeing it everywhere. Stocks are dropping because of all these people.
If I had
And
that
in it,
money,
and in that one of the initial sentences is we're trying something so that we don't hurt the idols. That was a lie. Pretty sure I called that lie way back when it was first spouted, but okay.
please let concert tickets drop.
Yeah, while they're boycotting, drop these tickets so that we can actually get some.
I know.
Yeah, the billboards are
No,
going up
I'm
in
pretty sure.
London.
I'm pretty sure if that happens during the boycott, they'll stop their belief. They'll stop that boycott so fast. It's not even funny. Like they'll be like, ooh,
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was you, if you brought up the whole Hybe thing. But Hybe is clapping back at this
Of course
by
they always do.
by
It's very vocal.
yeah, very, because they're having their artists drink Starbucks, do commercials with Coca-Cola and McDonald's even more.
They kind of sound like someone we all know. Me, I'm that someone. My dear husband has learned that you do not tell me what to or not to do, because whatever it is you say, I'm going to go the opposite direction. He has learned this psychology of, do you think?
Yep. Sounds like me. Sounds like
And then sometimes I listen and most of the time I don't. So I just go ahead and do what I'm going to do. I do
People
pause
are-
for like 30 seconds before I do it, but
Let's see. Boycott Palestine. McDonald's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Coca-Cola, Burger King, CeraVe, Dove, L'Oreal, Maybelline.
like
Johnson
Procter and
Johnson.
Gamble and like the
So
whole,
basically everything.
yeah, basically.
Pretty much HP. I think my laptop's HP currently. So
Mine is at
Yeah.
MSI.
Nescafe, Walls, Knorr, Unilever. That's where most of the freaking feminine products come from too. Cadbury, Oreo, Garnier, Lay's. That's just for like food wise. There's Gerber, Minute Maid, Tide,
So these
Smart
are all the
Water.
places that's boycotting, that they're boycotting.
Yeah, and
Yep,
you know they're not.
like Walmart.
I know.
Walmart's on there.
And there's proof that shows that all of these brands are for.
Oh, and Disney and Amazon and Google.
No, they're not going shopping either. Huh.
Okay,
Imagine that.
first of all, if we're being honest, Disney, I love Disney movies and stuff like that, but there could have been a lot of other things like they could have gotten boycotted for
I
that
know,
they
like,
haven't. That they haven't.
well, I'm surprised people aren't finding it out about the whole Mickey thing, where
Um,
he dressed.
Disney has been problematic for a very long time. I still watch them because
They're getting
I want
better.
to,
They're getting better.
but people are just now like, oh, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever.
Some people, like, I've seen TikToks. Some people are like, "Oh my God, did you see this?" And it's like a video of Mickey in a potato sack with a specific headband, and he blew up his face to make fun of. I shouldn't be laughing, but people are like, "Did you see this? I can't believe we just now seen this." I'm like, I've known this since I was 5.
Yeah.
Disney's been very racist and all about, young love. So it doesn't
Yeah.
bother me.
And very anti-mother. Have you ever noticed how anti-mother they are? Because all of their moms always die.
It's because of Walt's mother passing away.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
why.
sure that there's reasons behind it, but I never thought about that until somebody brought it up and I was like, wow, you're right. Alrighty.
I even
Yeah.
heard that Disney, was it Disney World, Disneyland? I can't remember. They have like underground tunnels in the bathrooms where they take kids.
I've heard stuff like that.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't surprise me, but with all the earthquakes they have, well, maybe that's why they have all those earthquakes. Wow. That was
What
a thought
about
that just came
what
up.
about the one theory about Walt's head being I think it's in
Frozen?
Cinderella's castle or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Is
So
that
they have a literal shrunken head in Cinderella's castle. Was it
It's-
Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty's castle?
one of the princesses' castles. I don't remember which one.
I have
I've not heard
I
that.
think it would be
Frozen.
more in Snow White's than it would be in
Cinderella's.
Cinderella's.
Okay, we really got off topic. So
Yeah, we did.
let's do a U-turn and try again. Kim on the Stay Shop, Kimberly is working really, really hard on her stand-ups. They are looking amazing. So shout out to Kim one of these days. Thing is, if I put one up, like that's just gonna be more for issues in my house. So
See, my thing is with all of that stuff, it's like I don't want to go too obsessive because what if like it just so happens like I get a fan call or something like that and he basically sees my obsession right there. Like if I'm trying
that
to
would
marry
be
this
funny
man.
though. I would
I said,
totally do that. I would make sure it was back there behind me. Like,
I'm not trying to
yes,
marry this
I
man.
pet you every night before bed.
That's a
At
little
this
too
point,
crazy.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like this man would never consider me for marriage at this point.
Well, I'm talking
it's a
about
little to the
Tanya's.
Psycho movie.
To be honest, I just got one of my clients back. So I will be making a little bit more money again. So my birthday's coming up. So maybe I'm gonna buy one from her.
Hey, when's your birthday?
It's in June. So
I thought you said it was coming up.
yes,
No,
it
I was
is.
thinking that too.
Ian's is coming up.
Yes, my birthday's coming
At
up
that
too.
rate, we're all good.
In like a
Birthdays
few
coming up.
months.
It'll fly by faster than you think.
Oh, this year has already started flying by.
Oh,
I
don't tell me
know.
Like,
that.
I
'Cause
can't believe it's like, God, it's February this week.
I
Holy
know.
crap.
I'm like
Yep.
nervous because getting more nervous for my trip and stuff like that. I'm like,
Oh, I just
I
keep
see.
dumping all that stuff
Yeah.
into your Instagram.
I save it because I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's smart.
I
Oh, that makes sense.
totally want to see Han River at night after I watched that video. I
Yeah.
was like, ooh.
You
When
gotta
I saw
go
that
eat
too.
ramen next or sit next to the river. You got to. That's what
There's
everybody
like
is
10
saying to
different
do.
parks next to that river.
Yep, they
Ramen?
all
But
have
the nighttime stuff that they have going on there is really awesome.
like a small shop near them. So you should go into one, grab a bowl of ramen, and go sit.
Just
That's
saying,
I
literally
know.
my dog is
But
barking at literally nothing. So what
I've
does
been
that tell you?
I've been slacking on my Korean studies.
you better chop lady.
I
Or get you
know.
that translator app that translates
I
in real
have
time.
I have a
Yeah.
little device translator thing.
You know, there was one time that somebody was doing a Kickstart and it was a thing like these that like go in your ears and it
Mhm.
translates stuff for you in your ears so you can see what they're saying. Now that doesn't help with the tongue, but you know, with the
Yeah.
ear you can at least tell if they're talking
So
about you.
it can it connects to the phone. So it'll say it in your
Is that-
ear, but it'll also say it out loud if you speak in it.
Oh, so it's an
So
actual
then,
thing.
yeah,
I need
I
that.
have that.
Why?
I
Stop.
have
It's
that.
Sunday night. Go somewhere else. I'm having
It's the
issues.
Be
day of the
gone,
Lord.
spirit. Be gone,
He
spirit.
just sits there and stares at the door and barks. Um, yeah, so let's go ahead and go into you want to do steak hair,
Sure
or
can.
you just want to go on down to memories,
I could go to steak care. It's not too
whatever you
much
want to
though.
do.
So in steak care, if y'all go into our Discord, our steak care, I put in a template for our for every single album by Stray Kids, so that way in case y'all decided y'all wanted to start up y'all little album collection, these are all the albums. I know when I first said I actually had a lot of trouble because I felt like they were releasing so many albums, and if you like get a late start with it, it could be hard to catch up and tell which one is which. Like wait, what album is which one? Especially if they have like a bunch of the mini albums, any of the what is that called? Digipacks attached to
Yeah,
it or jewel cases or anything like that. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then you got your Japan albums. I just recently learned about the Taiwan albums. I didn't even
yeah, that
realize
was.
that.
I had been looking for that Taiwan album for a year, and every time I saw it, it was like $100 up. And I'm like, I'm not paying that for an album. And I finally, the one I got, I snagged for $30. So
Yeah.
that
Oh
was,
yeah.
yeah. Um, but you know, then I started making those templates for the I am not, I am who, I am you. I'm working on Miro and the clays. So I'll get them all eventually. It's just
I
more
also put
stuff.
in the original PC cards that goes along with those albums, what the backs look like. So just in case y'all are wondering like, oh, is this an original?
Yeah.
Is this a knockoff? This is how y'all be able to tell.
And some of those Lomos are really, really nice, but they're not
Yeah,
official. So you're literally paying $25 for fake cards. I don't know who would ever do that.
I wonder. Which is
I
why
And
I
know.
added this in
I'll
there.
get so excited, and then I'll show Kim, and she's like, "That's not a real card." I'm like, "Ah!"
I paid 20 for 2 packs. So
Uh,
I was
As a
having
it's
Lomos.
fun.
so
Yeah,
frustrating.
they were so nice and I could pick out which ones were from Bubble.
Okay, so
And
I
then,
also
but
go
trying to find all the cards that came with these albums, I did not realize they had actual 4x6 postcards with all
mhm.
of these albums.
So
It's
to be honest, I'm more focused on the actual albums because at this point, I just feel like I will never complete any of the PCs or photo
oh
cards,
no. I
or
mean,
the
we're gonna die before we finish it all out. We
postcards.
started way too late. Way too late.
Well, it's
album
not just
collection.
that, it's just there's so many of them,
Mhm.
you know?
And
Like
then
I
like
started my collection a couple years ago, and it just feels like it's just
it's
never
never
gonna find
ending.
them all. It
Yeah.
doesn't help that they keep releasing like so many with each album, and uh
You have
brands that
benefits
they
here,
have.
benefits
Yeah.
there, and benefits across yeah. And then on their I am not on one of their IM albums, they have these first release black and white postcards that are absolutely beautiful. I have not seen one under $100. And that's not the set. That is a card for $100. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, that
see,
ain't never gonna happen. I might can get the Lomos and those, but because they're really I'll never own the set of those.
I probably will never either.
Uh-uh.
Okay, I
Get
did
sugar
add,
daddies.
Yeah.
girl, I tried.
Get Bang Chan's attention. You'll have a sugar daddy right there.
You don't think I
You're
haven't been
gonna make her
trying?
sweat.
I said you don't think I have not been trying, girl.
You know what's gonna suck is if you go to Korea and they're like overseas in England or Australia or something when you're there.
Well, I don't mind that a little bit because I do plan on going. I hope they don't have their concert here while I'm in Korea. If
They
they do,
haven't
I will
announced it
cancel.
yet, so I wouldn't think that they're gonna have it that quick. I don't think they're gonna start touring till probably June. I don't know
Which is when I'm
why.
going. Which is
That's
when I'm
just
going.
yeah, that's just but I don't even think they'll start in America. I mean, they've already got billboards up in London, so if they start anywhere, it would be probably be Europe.
They got
Oh, you think
billboards
so?
outside of London as well, in
Mhm.
neighboring towns.
Mm.
So
Well,
Yep, they put them up
I'm
over the
pretty sure
weekend.
they'll start in town first, like Seoul and stuff like that. So if they do happen to start in June, maybe I can attend a concert there.
Yeah, it's more affordable anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
And then
too.
you can use your membership to get a special discount on the tickets that we will never get.
I know, seriously.
Unless they're gonna like because they partnered with Live Nation, unless there's some kind of discount. But even at that, there's so many ways that scalpers get around that we're still fighting scalpers.
Live Nation has been under fire for stuff lately too. So
Well, they all
Okay,
have
what
because they're
company really
all like
hasn't? I know,
legalized scalpers. It's ridiculous.
ridiculous. Um, so yeah, so one of the vocab words that I added in here is busking. Now, if nobody really knows what that is, which I'm sure most people would know what it is, it's the activity of playing music in the street or another public place for voluntary donations, or some people just do it for like a crowd, just to feel like they could perform in
street
front.
concerts.
Yeah.
Do, do, do. So the reason why I brought that up is because it is actually coming on our Maze of Memories with our survival show, episode 7, part 4. And this episode begins with all the boys out with JYP to eat at a restaurant. Now this is where it gets a little cringy because this seem a little uncomfortable. I feel like this is like one of those like luncheon meetings where uh you like eat with your big boss, you can't really talk normally and you have to not even chew loudly just in case. I feel uncomfortable. That's what it looked like. Because they're kind of silent. You know how the boys are when they eat. They're like sharing food with each other. They're yelling. They're talking. Well, in here they're just like,
Ian drops food.
yeah, or
Or
shoves it in
stuffs
his
is
mouth.
yep.
Stuff one bite.
That's
So
me.
you can just tell
Ugh.
they're uncomfortable by the fact that they were quiet and they're eating nice and normally and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I would not like that. And Channy actually mentions it being the first time him eating with JYP like that. And JYP was just like, oh, really? Because like I eaten with trainees before, like multiple times, and they've always enjoyed eating with he said they always enjoyed eating with him, but once
Only if he
they
pays.
yeah, right? Yeah, I would enjoy too.
I would
Nobody
actually sit across the table if you buy my supper.
If
Buy
you
my
buy
food.
me freaking like a shit ton of food, sure,
The
yeah, I'll
thing
sit
is,
through
I
it.
don't eat a whole
I ain't
lot
gonna like
anymore.
it.
Like it wouldn't even be worth my time because like buffets are not even worth my money because I don't eat enough.
I like
So,
buffets so
I haven't been to
because
one
I
in like
like the
years.
option that I could eat as much as I
yeah,
want.
I don't like just one thing. I like a little bit of everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's this one place I went to. What is it? It's like this Brazilian all you can eat meat place that's in San Antonio. Oh, let me tell you, my
Cuban
favorite
food is
place.
really good too.
This is my favorite place though, because I love meat. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good. And they go around with like these like whatever these things, what is those called?
I don't know.
These slabs of meat. They go around with these slabs of meat.
Like gyro
And
meat kind of?
any kind of meat you want. They go with like
Oh,
goat meat, they go with like beef, pork, chicken, like all any type of meat you want, they have. And they give you a card and the card is face down and you have like your appetizers and your drinks and once you're ready for the meat you like turn it over and it's green to let them know like it's go time.
huh.
And they start bringing different meats to your table like, oh, would you like this meat, like yeah, and they just start like peeling off meat and giving it to you and you have like these little tongs that you grab it with and that meat has like different like styles of meat that you want, like rare, medium rare, like all that stuff. I like
Huh.
it rare. If I don't hear it mooing at me, I don't want it.
Yeah. We have
Um,
our
But
Brazilian place that doesn't open till like 4, so we never eat there because it's an hour and a half away and I don't drive in the dark. So,
you
but
guys
oh
would
yeah, I
like
wouldn't.
Korean barbecue if you guys haven't went before, but
yeah,
I
the
home,
Korean student I had one time made it.
I
It was
love
good.
barbecue.
it was
It's me.
interesting because I tried pickled radish for the first time.
That
Um, I don't
I
think I
like
would
radishes and I like
like it.
pickling, so maybe I would like it.
I don't like
It,
radish.
it,
Y'all are the picky ones. I eat pretty much anything at least once.
For me, it's
Although
meat.
sometimes
Meat
Lee
all day.
knows
Woo.
talking about the food he eats, and I'm like, eh, they literally eat everything. They eat
They're
everything.
boys. And he's a
No,
dance
like it's
and he's
not
a
even that.
dancer,
Like,
so
yeah, the Asian culture itself, like they eat stuff. I mean, like I don't even eat menudo. So
really I love menudo.
I need to try it like from an authentic. Well, I don't think our restaurant here sells it because nobody knows what it
Okay,
is around
I can
here.
make it. So if we ever like go somewhere or anything like that, I'll make you some.
Okay, well, we're meeting up in Dallas when they have their concert there. So,
Okay, yeah.
nobody explained to me what menudo is, and I don't know what
yeah,
it
no,
is.
because she'll just yak out. Yeah, we should just get an Airbnb for that weekend.
It's
Somewhere.
just basically it's basically like Mexican soup type stuff. It
Yeah.
has like
Oh,
hominy in it. It has menudo. It has what is that called?
But
I
you
don't
can't
remember.
tell her the meat.
Oh, they have pig's feet with it. You
that
can add
doesn't.
pig's feet.
That sounds good.
It is pretty good. It is good. It's good. It has like
I eat chicken
spices.
gizzards. Don't stare at me like that.
I
Oh,
love gizzards and
I
livers.
love gizzards. I like gizzards too and
I
liver.
do too. They're really good when they're fried.
Basically, any type of meat I can eat. I'm a meat eater. You will never catch me be a vegan or a vegetarian.
No, I like my
Damn,
meat too much.
I'm supposed to be a
Sometimes that's
vegan.
all I eat is meat. I don't eat vegetables and stuff. Although my pantry is finally coming together so I can actually find my canned food.
I'm
Been kind
supposed
of
to be.
nice.
I'm supposed to be a vegan due to my issue,
Yeah.
and it's like I can't give up pasta. So
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
my doctor says I can't eat red meat anymore, but guess what? I don't care.
screw the doctors.
Um, our
I
pasta
only
is
have so
not
many
good,
years.
but if it's fresh pasta, like if we make pasta, it's way better in nutrition value for us than this crap we buy at the grocery store. But
I
I'm
like
too
Always
lazy to
pasta.
do
noodles.
that, so
I like wheat noodles. I think they're really good.
Ew,
Really?
what?
I have so much to
Yeah.
ship you because I'm not going to eat them.
Do it
We
because
know.
it's wheat flour instead of normal flour.
Yeah.
So it
Uh,
has a completely different taste than all-purpose flour. So
Well, my sister and them ate it. She made it, which is probably the number one problem with this sentence. So maybe I should just make it myself and use my homemade spaghetti sauce and see what it tastes like then.
ooh, how much spaghetti sauce?
so what you're saying is that when we meet up in Dallas, we're all bringing different foods to try.
Yeah,
When you
we can
two
do
meet
that.
up in Dallas, I won't be.
Well,
Oh,
Kimberly and Jessica could probably come too because we're all kind of the same distance from it.
yeah,
And then
Kim's like 2 hours from me.
Yeah.
and then there's me that's probably like 1,250 miles.
Yeah, you're the odd man out there. Well, you're up there by Aaliyah though. Aaliyah
Um,
Am I?
and Rachel are over on that side.
okay,
Yeah.
but not as far as I forgot, and Enki.
Oh, Inca and yeah, we won't
Inca.
ever meet them. Not in this life. Maybe the next one.
Well, if
But
you guys
yeah.
ever end up like over in the Illinois area, I could definitely come meet you guys. So
I go to Chicago some. That's where my husband's work is out of.
I
Like Illinois, Chicago,
the
Illinois.
Chicago area. Yeah, I
I
could
don't
take a
like
Oh,
bus.
nice.
Chicago.
You know, it's funny. My cousin moved out to Chicago, Illinois, so maybe because I always plan on visiting her.
Now, if they have one of their concerts there, I was totally planning to go to Chicago for
If
that.
y'all can pick me up from the bus station, I'll go with you guys. That's like my only means of
I
transportation.
just really hate Chicago. Like, I don't know what it is, something in the air. It jacks my allergies up and I sneeze a lot and it's just
It's
not
the
so much fun.
exhaust. It's the exhaust
Probably.
and like stuff like that. Chicago's not a
Stop.
very clean air area.
No.
Big buildings, really pretty city, not the best air.
Yeah. So, oh, we got off track again. Where were we?
Don't
We
we
were
always?
on
Oh yeah,
busking. We were on busking.
we're on the
How
survival
did we
show.
get off? Oh, never mind. I don't even
She
want to
mentioned
ask.
because we
menudo.
were eating.
Yeah, we were talking about food. We haven't eaten. I ate like a taco this afternoon. I haven't eaten yet. I'm hungry.
I ate
I'm
kimchi
literally
ramen
eating
earlier.
right. I'm eating catfish with rice.
Is
You suck.
catfish good? I've
It
never
is
tried it.
delicious.
If it's farm
Delicious.
raised, yes. Don't get the mudfish, the muddy
I don't.
catfish.
I've
I don't
only
know.
fish
I
I've
just get
had
whatever
would
catfish
be
they serve.
I've had salmon and like bluegill. That's like the only fish that I've
I
had.
love salmon. Oh, if it wasn't so expensive, I'd
Salmon
eat it every
baked
day.
with asparagus with a lemon. Oh, I need to make that again. God, that sounds good.
Tanya's getting all fancy on it.
Well, I made it for my mom because when she was living with us, but nobody in my family really eats fish other than me. So, and salmon is not cheap in rural
It's
Missouri.
not. Oh, but it's not cheap
It's
over
like
here though.
$20 for a thing, but I can make 2 meals out of it because I don't
Okay.
eat it all, and you can eat it with rice and just make it fill you up a little more. So,
I can get a
Walleye.
big one like this for $20 here.
mhm.
Walleye is pretty common around here.
We have
So,
tilapia,
yeah.
or you
I
can go
like
get your
it.
own
It's not
fish.
as good as salmon, but it'll
Yeah.
do whenever I
Right.
can't go for salmon.
I think they fish for bass and trout around here. I don't fish, so I don't know.
Are
But
there this may sound stupid, but are there any fish in Lake Superior with how cold it is?
I have no idea. Well, they do ice fishing, so I'm going to say yes.
I'm pretty sure because most like some fish can swim in the cold
Yeah.
ice. I think so.
I'm
If
They're
you
just
go
probably
low enough. If you go far enough, because the I don't think it freezes all the way down. It only freezes
no.
at the surface. The
that
surface.
Yeah.
explains why walleye is pretty common here. It's because it's one of the fish.
One of the fish in the lake. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lake trout, walleye, burbot, whitefish, brook trout, and so on. There's like so many fish in Lake Superior. And salmon. Salmon's pretty common here too, apparently.
Salmon. Mm.
Aren't those the ones that swim upstream?
There's a lot of fish that swim upstream.
but they like swim upstream to spawn. I think it's salmon.
Spawn.
That's what they call it. They lay their eggs.
I think salmon is one of the main ones, yes. But then again, I think almost every fish does that.
Kind of like how when it gets chilly, the birds go like, what is it? South, north?
Well, the birds
It's-
around here are all screwed up because they were like attacking my house last night.
So it is salmon, sturgeon, herring, and smelt that do that. They go lay their spawn.
Maybe it's the sturgeon that I'm thinking of. I don't know. I watch too many movies. A river runs
don't-
through it.
I don't watch any
Well,
movies that
salmon
explain
are the
that.
only ones that go from saltwater to freshwater.
Yeah, this is just like up in Alaska, so I don't remember. I don't plan on making a trip anywhere to actually watch salmon go up river and spawn because
Yeah,
not
my
that
dad took us
interested.
fishing one time. It was so boring.
I always get hooked. I've been hooked the last 2 times I went fishing and I was like, I'm done.
How?
Yeah, I don't fish. It requires you to be quiet and still, and I can't.
Mm.
Okay, so where were we?
I don't know. We were busking.
Okay, so oh yeah. Girl, we way past busking. It's okay, so yeah, JYP mentions always eating with trainees and how trainees enjoy eating with him, but once they debut, they kind of get annoyed because they're always saying like, "Oh, we're too busy. No, we can't go out to eat with you," and this and that. Just like, or are they at that point where they don't need to force themselves to like you?
They just
That's the
don't like him.
question.
Nobody likes him.
He then asked if they were putting their music on social sites, to which they did, which I find pretty funny because, like, imagine to asking the group that you're supposed to be helping debut that if they're the ones putting in the effort to like produce their music and put their music out there and stuff like that. Like, aren't you like one of the bigger companies? Why are you letting them do all the work? Like,
'Cause
that's
he's lazy.
stupid. Yeah. Like, how you gonna ask that? And it's so funny that you're having them do all the work. They're teenagers. You're expecting
Yeah.
teenagers to do all this stuff themselves. But
Wasn't
okay.
Chan the only non-team?
At that time, I think he was
He
19.
was 19.
Yeah.
He was 19 when they debuted.
Oh,
So Woojin was the only one that wasn't a teen. He was like 21.
No, he was
you.
Woojin and him are 97.
Both
They're
of them. I thought Woojin was older.
No, they're both the 97s. Which is funny because I'll mention that later, but yeah, they're both 97.
Woojin sadly is. While yes, he is the same year as Chan, he's actually older than Chan by a couple months.
He is
Yeah, because
older.
he was born
I
in
know that,
April
but
and
they're
Chan was born in October. So
I like the Halloween baby more.
not the one that looks like a Halloween baby. Oh, did I? I talk to myself too much.
We're not recording, like, we're on the air, Tanya.
It just
You
popped
can't just-
out. Smart ass.
It just edited out now. I mean, you're not
Oops,
wrong.
my
but
bad.
still, you're not wrong, though.
But like I talk to
That was
myself all the
okay,
time.
but that was so quick. It took me a second to even realize like what happened.
I knew she was gonna say something smart.
I wasn't even paying that much attention because I got cornbread on the screen. I'm hungry.
She talks about eating food. Is not hungry, but ooh, this sounds good. Now she's looking at cornbread.
And an anti-inflammatory Mediterranean diet breakfast. I'm not eating olives for breakfast. That's just gross. Okay, go on.
Well,
Sorry.
Okay, so next, so while he's like saying like talking to them, he's like getting to know them or whatnot, or having casual conversation with them, he brings up like the letters that he asked them to write at their last meeting. And you know the letters that are supposed to put like what they want to do, what they should learn from themselves, like that kind of stuff. Well, it was just kind of annoying because with each one that went, he kept giving advice to them about certain things, like, and I'm pretty sure like they meant part of what they were saying in those letters, but at the same time I feel like they were kind of like not really going, like they didn't want to say it completely, you know? Like they wanted to they're just basically telling him what they want to hear, what he wants to hear. Uh
it looks like
bro, honestly,
it's the eyes.
Oh,
um um oh yeah. So it was just a little annoying that he kept trying to give them advice about like their shortcomings and uh about like how Ian mentioned like over exaggerating on things he tells his friends, or Hyunjin losing concentration whenever he tries to practice, to Han feeling overwhelmed from the pressure to do everything uh perfect and then being arrogant when he does. Like JYP was just like trying to give advice
yes and
about all that
all.
stuff. And I'm just like, sir, you're literally, I feel like you're all of those things. How are you gonna give advice to them to overcome those things when you do that? You do them. Like
Mhm.
that's so stupid. And so once he like got them to let their feelings out or whatever he did there, he literally was just like, okay, now that we're done talking about this, let's talk about your next mission on how y'all could get eliminated. Like the audacity of this man. Like, how are you gonna be like to these kids, like, you can come to me, talk to me, to help you overcome everything, and then okay, let's talk about your next elimination round. Let's talk about the next
Yes.
member that you're gonna probably not have around anymore.
Yeah.
And they literally talk about that. Like the boys looked really shocked that he mentioned it right then. They're like, "Oh crap, this is our next mission coming up." And Changbin looked like he was honestly ready to fight this man because you know that thing he does. He was like, this.
Yeah.
He
He
was
gets
literally
those
looking at.
squinty eyes. Like, yeah.
It's so funny how this man's not like does not know how to hide his emotions, which makes it so funny. I mean, honestly, I can't either, but it's hilarious. JYP basically is like that witch on Hansel and Gretel, you know, where she fed them treats, make them feel
Oh,
welcome
the
before she
Wicked
revealed,
Witch.
yeah, before she revealed that she was actually gonna eat them. Like that's basically what it seemed like. Like he was just
So
like,
so Chen is Hansel and pushes JYP into an oven. Okay.
I think Changbin
one
would
of
be
these days.
pushing him, but
Yeah, I feel like
I
that
mean,
too.
I'd do it
I
before
feel
any of the
like
boys get their hands on him.
I feel like Gretel, Channy will actually be Gretel because I feel like in order to like be kind and stuff like that, he's like, oh, all this delicious food and trying to be nice to them and stuff like that. And Gretel's like, I mean, Hansel's like, yeah, this is suspicious.
Mhm.
Or no, isn't it Gretel that's the suspicious one and Hansel the one that's about to be eaten?
I know that they kept sticking like sticks out because the witch couldn't see very well.
Yeah.
That's JYP because never mind. I might
uh,
get us banned if I say
I
what
didn't
is.
say it. I didn't say
anyway, um,
it.
so he mentions that their next mission is busking. which is why I mentioned that vocab word. And the boys are a little scared about that because, it's their first time actually performing in front of an audience that's not people they know. Because the previous audiences that they've had are people like that are also trainees. So of course, like they're training just like them, so it's not as nerve-wracking. But this is going to be actual audiences. This is going to be people that will actually judge them and could like them and could not like them. They don't know. So but then JYP goes on to mention that while he will be there observing them, there will be other people there observing them as well. So he basically was just like, they were like, oh my gosh, the other people's gonna be judging their performances. Like, this could be it. This could be the part where I get eliminated. And so this episode basically ends with the boys nervous and scared that they might get another elimination. And Chani is literally mentioning like, oh no, like what am I gonna do? I don't know if I can handle another member getting eliminated. And he knows that he will not be one of the members to get eliminated, but I feel like that part doesn't matter to him as much as the fact that he wants these boys to succeed as much as he does. So
Yeah.
the fact that he doesn't, he's just like, dang. So yeah, it's the end of that episode. I didn't really go past that very
Just a minute. Go back to the basement. That's what I was told to do. Making my dogs bark.
You got
They said
another
I
line
had
to
to
say to
act like a
Bang Chan,
mom.
Claudia.
Huh?
Said you got another line to say to Bang Chan.
Go back to the basement? Oh, I didn't read it yet. What the hell is that?
It's Woochen's face out of Blowfish.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to get his face to actually match it.
First of all,
Have fun with that.
he would be there willingly if I had my chance.
Do we want to do lore or just move on to the family room?
Just fun.
Huh?
You
She's
just move
laughing.
on.
Hannah's really been the only one. No, I take that back. Olivia has been pretty active lately. I guess she's felt safe enough to come back online for a while.
Good for her.
She stayed. It's like she's staying in Japan and Jeju. So she's been posting a lot on both of those. Hannah evidently touched down in Texas today and was disappointed that there was no horses. You're in
Okay.
the city.
First of
Horses
all,
are not in the city. This is not New York. You don't see horses in our cities in Texas. But she's
She
been
went to
traveling a
go
lot
get
too.
she went to go get boba today.
Yeah.
She
I
created
don't know
a
where
whole
in Texas she landed. I don't know if it was like Houston or Dallas or where, but
I think it might have been Houston. Although Houston, I wouldn't have suggested dining there, but that's just me.
I'm not a Houston fan.
I'm not either. I've
I
been
always
there,
thought that they were the worst drivers. Then I tried to drive through Dallas and I was like, never mind.
Let me anywhere in Texas really, like, it's so weird driving through Texas itself because like even the cops themselves, they're just like, oh my gosh, it's too slow, and they go around you and keep going. And you could be going 80 on
Yeah.
a 70 miles.
Yeah,
Now,
here in Minnesota and Michigan, 1 inch of snow and everybody's like, oh my God. That's what everybody's been doing lately.
going too slow.
Yeah,
Not in
Okay.
Texas.
Hannah is at a rodeo. She's in Fort Worth.
Okay, yeah, so Dallas. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I
Because
will
she's
not
in
have
the
drive.
she's in the stadium that the kids did their concert in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dickies Arena. That's what it is.
I haven't
That's
really
where
been
she's
on my
at.
socials very much, so I haven't really kept up with anything.
Well, she just started this channel like what, 2 days ago or something like that. Oh, Stock
Yeah,
Show and Rodeo. There you go. It's not even PBR. I
of
don't
course.
keep up
Can't
with
come to
hardly any of
Texas
that
and not go
anymore.
to a radio.
What?
I said you can't come to Texas and not go to a rodeo.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So Hannah and Olivia has been fairly active. Chan's mom probably has too, but she posts a lot of food. And I'm hungry, so I'm not gonna go look.
I'm gonna go look.
Okay, you go look. Go look. We're at the restaurant. Imagine that. I just added some stuff in there. Let me find it. Okay. Because we combined the bakery and the restaurant, and the only thing I put in there was 18 winter desserts to make with a pack of cream cheese.
Oh,
So
she posted some skincare stuff today.
Chan's mom?
I think they're cups. Well, it
Ooh, red
wasn't today.
velvet
She
with
did it
cheese.
January 18th, but yeah.
I love red velvet.
Red
Okay.
velvet is just red chocolate.
It's really good.
Bakery.
Shouldn't that have gotten bakery?
We don't have bakery. You combined them.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did. Never mind.
Did you want me to? I didn't think
No,
about
I
it.
mean it didn't matter to me, but I thought that's what you said was you were going to combine the two.
I think
So
we
either way,
discussed it, but I don't think we actually like we're going to.
okay. Well, next time I know to look. Love Stay Room. I'm still doing stay stories. I wish people would send me their stay stories because I've only had 2 stay stories sent to me. So
Mm.
yeah.
Do you want me to
Did I
say one?
put the stay story that I did? Yeah, 27. No, I'm on 28.
28?
Oops, it didn't get put in here. God, I don't know if I can find it now. I have to move stuff out of my way before I download any more stuff.
I need to get an entire new phone because this one's just out of storage at this point.
I just got a new
Yeah,
phone.
I have to do all that.
Lucky,
Like it,
mine's broken. Like I still can't freaking.
yeah, girl, look at my old phone.
I literally like can't
Yeah,
exactly like
yours is
see
way
it, but
worse
like
than mine.
Yeah, the I was planning on
I-
getting a new phone, but I was just like, oh, it's would be fine. Like it's just the screen's just cracked, whatever. And then my little brother, I was gonna go say bye to him, but he was pretending to be asleep, so I tossed my phone onto his bed, but it landed on his hand. And
Whoops.
he was just like, ow, and he tossed my phone at the wall. So
That was
I
that's how
nice of
that
him.
damage
I
that's how that
broke
damage happened.
I
I
broke
can't even
mine.
find it.
I broke mine by I'm irritated and hit the edge of the counter with it. The last time I broke something like this, it was a
Elle,
tablet,
stop.
and I had a metal butterfly on a bracelet, and I literally went bam straight to it and broke the inside of my screen.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't normally break things. Well, maybe some vases, but that's like a different story.
Yeah, you haven't even seen the back yet. Like, let me see. Look at that.
Hey, Claudia, you need a new phone.
I did get a new phone. See?
Oh, okay.
That was my old phone.
It
I
was
was
pretty
like,
bad.
that's it. It's on its last life.
Yeah.
I need to get a new one, and I'm gonna be looking for another Samsung.
See, I was thinking, so I've always wanted to get Samsung, right?
Mhm.
But because my first phone was actually an Android, my very first phone. And then the next phone that I got, I was trying to get a Samsung, and this my phone company that I was going to, they literally had no Samsungs available. So my sisters and my mom convinced me to get an iPhone because they were just like, oh, the iPhones are like $300 off. Like we got iPhones, like it'd just be easier if you get one. And I was like, okay. Years later, to now, I was like gonna get an iPhone, so I got all of the stuff available to for the iPhone, like the case and stuff, because I drop my phone a lot. So I was like, this time I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna have everything ready before I get the phone. And then as like it was coming to like me wanting to get a phone, I'm like, damn, it would have been a perfect opportunity to get a Samsung. Like I
Okay.
wanted to get one, but I already had everything for an iPhone.
I
So
put in today's
This one
stay
is
story.
I bought for $200 off eBay, and it works. They just told me it was unlocked, that I could use any carrier we go and call, and it's a Verizon. So
oh dang.
I've had,
Verizon is expensive,
It
but
is
yeah,
expensive.
it's the only service we've ever had to where we could travel the United States and it never drops.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
I've
they're expensive.
I've always had a Samsung phone. Except like my first phone, which was like one of them stupid track Obama phones, but I've always had Samsung afterward. And honestly, this is the only one that I broke. The other one that was cracked before this one, was because that football was thrown at it because it was sitting on my desk.
Bella,
Yeah, that's
shut
why I kind of
up.
want to go back to Samsung because when I first had an Android, I would drop that sucker all the time and it would not crack or break whatsoever. But
You need to
like
get
an
you one of those
iPhone, if I
military grade cases.
I throw mine across the room. I've dropped mine in the snow.
Okay,
I've
Channy.
I've dropped mine in the bathtub once. It still works.
One of
What's
these
funny
nights I'm
about
going
that
to do
is,
that when I'm sitting in the tub working and I'm going to just drop my phone and then I'm going to
yeah,
be so screwed.
you remember seeing that black spot on my screen? So I had a phone last year that I had gotten like half my screen like that because I was like, here, mom. And I tried to show my mom my screen and I had just made like caldo or something. And I like my my phone slipped from my hands and fell into my hot boiling soup. And I was like, oh no. And I try to wipe it and I'm just like, okay, clean it off with the
You
water.
didn't put it in
And
rice?
I did. And it seemed fine, but I didn't realize that you could burn the pixels. So that's what happened. Since I burned, so it basically burned my screen.
Yeah.
So
I
Claudia
know the
has her
while,
old
hand
TVs
raised.
used to do that. The plasma TVs, I think.
yeah,
Alrighty. Do you want to do a love stay story? And I'm gonna run to try to get this dog to stop barking.
yes.
Claudia, it
So let
says
me,
your hand is raised, by the way.
I'm gonna mute what's going on here.
yeah, when I was going like this, like for some reason my a hand popped up. I wonder, oh look, it's gonna happen.
My kid's screeching like
I can't hear.
he's mad because David proud.
It's not working anymore.
Oh, I want the Galaxy S23 FE. That is a really pretty color.
Oh, no, I
You
gotta
can
keep. Maybe next year when I upgrade. Can you upgrade an iPhone to a Samsung?
you can exchange it.
Yeah,
I might just the
maybe next
one
year.
freaking color that I want is that mint green one.
See, but look, this one right here, I already cracked phone
Oh my
case screen. You see that right there? Oh, hold on, right there. I don't know how. My little sister was like, "How did you already like crack the screen thing?" I'm like, "It's just it's just a screen protector. It's okay."
Open the
Nope.
door, honey. My ex did
I'm
close
just
his
really
bedroom
bad.
door.
I'm just really bad with like phones and stuff like that. I'm not very good at. That's why I need a Samsung. I need one
And
that can that's as that can survive me. Oh, but anyways, let me get on track with our love stay story. I think I'm gonna go with the very first one. So this one says, when I was younger, I loved K-pop like Blackpink and BTS because it was very popular in my school back then. Then it just disappeared, so I stopped listening to K-pop too. Like 2 or 3 years later, I found a friend and she just loved K-pop and Koreans and these things. I pretend to hate it back then, but I didn't. Then I blocked her for a month or two. So after that 1 or 2 months, I was just chilling when I randomly unblocked her. When she discovered I unblocked her, she started sending me lots of Felix pictures and videos. I didn't like it very much, but then she sent me a video of the first take of Case 143, and I loved his deep voice and the song, so I searched it on YouTube. Then I had full YouTube of K-pop, mostly Stray Kids. I decided I'm going to search the members on Google, but I didn't like any of them. What? Until an edit of Hyunjin came to my screen when I was scrolling on YouTube Shorts, and I decided I'm going to love K-pop secretly again. Why does it gotta be a secret?
Teenager. Wasn't it young? Like 18 or something.
No, it doesn't give it. But I mean, it does say in high school. So I created a playlist and added all the K-pop songs I knew from the year Blackpink was popular in my school. And I added Case 143 as well. 2 days later, I decided I can't stand that I had only one Stray Kids song in my playlist, and I started discovering more and more songs. Now my bias is Hyunjin, and I'm a bigger stay than my K-pop friend, and my first ordered Ordinary album is on its way. Okay, but how does that make sense?
Yeah, don't try to make sense of it because we just don't think that way.
Well, she says that she didn't like Felix at first, but then
Yeah.
when she listened to the song, she liked his voice and the song.
Like
And
one
then
in
she
a
searched the
million.
other members, but didn't like any of them until an edit of Hyunjin. What?
It went from Felix to Hyunjin because Hyunjin's pretty. Felix
Okay, but
is who drew her in. Hyunjin sealed it.
okay, I get that.
I read Shakespeare. Like it's super easy to know what people are saying.
Okay. Just breathe with Han.
Yay. So, I put a freaking link to my Twitter thingy. I decided to try to stop the stereotype of ADHD that we all have
Okay.
here in the podcast. I thought it was
Okay.
Very
fitting.
badly.
I thought it was
Mine has
fitting.
gotten worse in the last couple of years. Like
Oh,
when
I
I'm on full throttle, it's like it feels like my eyes are vibrating. It's the weirdest feeling ever. Like they're just
take Wellbutrin for mine. Then again, it's also for
don't take
depression,
anything.
anxiety, weight loss, stopping cigarettes, and everything else. So it's a multi pill in a tiny little thingy. So it's a Twitter thread. What is ADHD? It's a chronic condition including attention difficulty, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness.
girl,
As
I thought you said a
we all
crack.
know,
What'd you say? I'm crunching. I didn't hear.
I thought she said a condition. I'm like,
chronic condition, Claudia. ADHD often begins in childhood and can persist into adulthood. It may contribute to low self-esteem, troubled relationships, and difficulty at school or work. On the behavioral level, it's some signs include aggression, excitability, fidgeting, what we all
I don't
do
know what
right
you're talking
now.
about.
Hyperactivity. Oh, what's else?
Failure to focus is my big thing.
I think y'all just all focus on that one thing and y'all need to expand.
We can't all focus on it because I can't focus.
Am I back? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I went out because my Wi-Fi is being shitty.
Mm.
So hyperactivity doesn't always present itself in women like it does in men. So that's why most women aren't diagnosed with ADHD until later on in life. we have the impulsive side of ADHD.
I do
That
And
not.
have
so much sense.
I don't impulse buy anything. Just don't look at my bank account.
Girl, I literally just got stuff in.
so irritability, lack of restraint, or persistent repetition of words or actions, which is echolalia, which is very common in children. Some adults have it. It's not just repeating of like words either. It can be songs that are stuck in your head. What are you doing?
I literally, this just came in and I literally didn't even remember buying this.
Proving my point right then and there. So on the
Prime example right there.
Yep. On the cognitive aspect of it's absent-mindedness, difficulty focusing, forgetfulness, Claudia, problem paying attention, or short attention span.
Hey, you know that my
Oh.
daughter, I feel like she has auditory memory.
Mhm.
So every time I like need to remember something, I'm like, hey, can you remind me of this? She'll literally remind me like later. It's like, hey, mommy, don't forget this. So who needs to remember when I have her? Thank
I can
you.
tell you what somebody wore like 2 weeks ago, but I can't remember what I ate for breakfast today.
I can't remember half the time why I got up out of my recliner.
So mood-wise, we show anger, anxiety is a huge thing. That's the two go together, like pretty good. Mood swings, like we as women creatures of the world know about mood swings probably more than anybody. It's also common with depression and learning disabilities. So,
Oh,
like you have dyslexia, you have dyscalculia, which is funny enough, it's not being good with numbers.
I couldn't say my R's.
so what do you mean?
Like when I was little, I couldn't say my R's. So I went to speech therapy for
Oh,
that.
oh yeah, my daughter
So I would
did speech
not be a
therapy for
good
that.
Spanish speaker because there ain't no rolling of R's going on in this mouth.
I can
I
roll my R right now.
I have
I can
trouble
eat a
with
fruit
my
roll up.
S's. I have trouble with my S's.
So what was it? I think my daughter's speech therapist, like he was trying to like get her to say her R's, but like R like with the pirate or
Arc,
something like that.
arc.
Yeah, R. He's like, remember it's R.
No, it's R. Be a pirate. Roar. There's your R.
Yeah.
But you might have to go back to speech therapy. I don't know.
So I also took a look at the difference between a normal brain and the brain of that of an ADHD human.
Who says it's normal?
I know.
I put air quotes around normal for a reason
Yeah.
because their version of normal is not our version of normal.
Nope. Not even close.
So a non-ADHD person's brain, let's see.
Looks boring.
Yeah, it
I
actually looks
guarantee you our ADHD brains with the synapses firing off at like multi-millions of a minute, then ours is pretty. Yours sucks.
we us ADHD humans are like some of the most creative people out there. Like me with the blobfish thing that Tanya practically died over. I was crying. I had to because that's what he was. But ADHD also looks different for men and women. Like I said, we have our women have the more impulsive side and men have the hyperactive side. So women can hyper focus on say a task like collecting something and
I
well
don't know what you're talking about.
um
My boss has ADHD that she takes medication for. This woman would literally come into the store with the Starbucks cups with 5 shots of espresso in it. Because
Wow.
apparently caffeine
Drinking-
helps calm it down.
It helps like
It
level your brain
does.
out.
And that's what drinking does. For me.
Yeah.
I'm the
A
opposite. I
non-ADHD
don't go
person,
crazy.
a non-ADHD person can drink caffeine. Wi-Fi is being stupid on my end.
I was about to say,
Well,
like,
I was just
are
to say,
you?
what are you doing?
I know.
See, that's the thing about ADHD people that they don't understand is like we can't focus, but when we do focus, it's a hyper focus and it's like it really borders on obsession. I know I'm like that. I don't know why people would think that just because I have binders all over my house with things in them.
Literally, I will show you a video of how my room looks like right now because I finally got most of my albums set up. I don't know how to put up the jewel cases and the digipacks and stuff like that yet, but I have the other ones up.
I took my IMs and stuff down yesterday to take pictures of it for those templates I'm making. So they're all jacked up right now and it's really bugging the crap out of me. I put mine up on shelves though. They're like weird shelves. They like I'll have to take a picture. I'll send it to y'all. Were you done with Just Breathe? Or are you
I think she's
frozen?
frozen. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
are you back? You're
For the
just sitting
second
there. I was
time.
like, what is she doing? Were you done with the Just Breathe with Han? Ignore the trash in front of it. I haven't taken it out yet.
Are you, hello? Can you hear?
I can hear you.
I know, but see.
Are you froze again, Key?
I'm waiting for my freaking connection to actually establish itself.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, we can move on for something else. I can do a few things of news over here.
Ooh. Why don't we do our um theory on their songs? We can go off of what Jess put in Three Rockets.
What? Tonight?
The, I mean, we can.
No, let's wait. Let's do it separate.
Okay.
Because I have second graders tomorrow.
Oh,
Mm,
graders. I remember when I was in second grade.
yeah, well. I mark myself not available on the rest of the Mondays for the month or the year. Lino won the most anticipated Asian artist.
Oh,
I haven't watched their performance from France yet. It looked really cool, the snippets I've been seeing.
yeah, I haven't either. I've been so busy. I have not been on any socials. And
Oh,
plus,
and during my
sometimes,
newsreels, I've been doing like little fun facts. Because news has been rough this week with the boys falling off all the charts. And I had put, let me see, that Lino, I did the Lino volunteering at elderly homes. And then Channy, I did Channy yesterday, and it was before he left for Korea. He took all of their DVDs that him, Hannah, and Lucas watches and drew pictures on it so that
oh
they would
yeah,
know which disc it is because they couldn't read yet. And then the one I'm putting out for tomorrow is talking about Hyunjin, and he started swimming when he was 7, and he was going to become a professional athlete. So thank you
I
for
It
not
think
doing
took
that
that.
was
turning
on
off my freaking video to work,
Oh,
and now it's not working.
we can
Yeah.
hear you though.
yeah, sure, that's fine. I remember he talking about that during one of Chinese room with the disc.
Like he was going to swim across Han River or something, but then he thought it was going to be too far, so he turned back. I don't remember the whole story. I'd have to look it back up. He is like an all around athlete.
Chinese?
It's just no, Hyunjin. Well, Channy
Oh
probably
yeah.
is too, but Hyunjin is definitely an all around athlete. I haven't put any new dances in Dance Rock Show.
I would've-
Beautiful. I I should have left my stuff down here. I got the Twilight set from ColourPop in, and it's really pretty.
Twilight set.
Although I don't think that's what I wore today. I wore, see, anytime I wear makeup, I use a minimum of 3 eyeshadow palettes. So it's like I wore 2 of them were ColourPop, but then the glitter wasn't coming out like I wanted it to, so I got like the loose pigment or whatever and did it that way, and so that's what I did.
I think it's slowly working if I don't talk.
Oh, well, that's not very helpful on the gym. I don't know if Aaliyah put anything else in there this week or not. I should have put my thing in the Discord, my videos. Because lesson learned, I video everything I open anymore. Looks like there's something in Collision. Let's see what's in there. In Collision of Languages, it's learning Korean. Oh, it's telling you like do's and don'ts. Don't do this in Korean. Oh God, I didn't even go all the way down. This is in Spanish or something. I'm not sure what it is, but I can't read it.
Where?
What are you doing? My trash. So she's put quite a few things in the Collision of Languages. Okay. What time is it? 8:30. Alexa off. In K-pop, there was something about limbo. I don't know what this is. $10,000 a year just for K-pop. How far will fans go to support? I'm not going to comment on that.
I know, same. Like, honestly,
K-pop is not cheap.
it is not.
It is not for the
Like,
broke people.
you can you can literally be like, oh, you know what? Albums $20? No, that's not expensive at all. But try having to get like $20 worth 20 albums. That's $20.
Yeah. I mean, you get a lot with the albums when you buy them. It's not like an American album where you pay $20 for a DVD or a disc and it's literally just a disc in a cheap plastic case.
Yeah.
So That's how I decide. Let me check. I know that in the gym I had put the well crap. What was it? It was like anti-inflammatory meal or something like that. I can't even
Dinners you
find
can
it.
make for under $55.
What?
5 anti-inflammatory dinners you can make for under $55.
Yeah. Well, I don't spend that much money on any of my foods, so
I know.
that's like
I
a go
spent
out
on
and
a whole
eat type
dinner.
thing, so I don't have to clean the dishes. Yeah, I
Uh,
can't even find it.
I make
Is there
this.
anything else in there?
It looks like she put exercises to manage ADHD symptoms. Oh,
I need
so
to. Oh,
what's the best
found it.
exercise to manage ADHD symptoms? Let's see. Does it help ADHD? It does benefit adults with ADHD. It eases stress and anxiety, improves impulse control and reduce compulsive behavior, enhance working memory, improve executive function. That's the set of skills needed to plan, organize, and remember details. Ew.
Right above that is an article on anxiety and inflammation. Um, what is the link? I know I flame up really bad if I don't get sleep, but lately I've been flaming up even though I have been getting, well, I think I'm sleeping, but when I wake up, I hurt so bad I wonder. But when I had insomnia, oh God, it was so bad. So bad. Um,
Yeah. And
she put in Sunman's Salon. She put Amazon's bestsellers for best hair care. I bought the God, what is the name of that? It's the same kind of shampoo that Ian uses, but I don't know what smell he uses. I got the shit, what did I get? Macadamia and cherry or something like that weird. I don't remember what it is.
let's see, rosemary mint scalp and hair straightening oil. Hmm,
Rosemary mint. I used to use that kind of shampoo. It smelled really good.
really?
I had to quit
I
using it
use
because my mom kept using it for body shampoo.
I used the purple shampoo.
Oh, I use purple shampoo. Ugh. And then I usually use a color depositing conditioner. Like next time I'll use a more pinkish type conditioner and see what my hair turns out to be like then.
Hmm.
Since it
I'm
doesn't take
getting my
color.
hair I'm getting my hair lightened again more so
You're gonna start
this
looking
month.
like Ian.
Well, I'm trying to get it to a black and white ombre. So right now I'm just
Oh.
focusing on lining my hair and then um I'm about to blacken the other parts once it's done.
Like black to blonde or blonde to
Black to
black.
white. Black to white.
Like mine's nearly white. Um,
I thought that'd look cool.
did I put Kenjan's new painting in his thing? I think he sent us a painting, but now I'm lost in Discord land again. I
uh
suck at this thing. I get so
no,
lost.
nothing was added, but I just love his paintings. Like they're
Didn't he just give us a painting on Insta this week?
the only thing I've been seeing on Insta this week is him and Philo. I don't know. Let me check.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay. Well, Three Roches
oh yeah, he
Studio,
did.
I don't think has anything. Huh?
Oh yeah, he did. He gave a few. Oh no, he did this in December. What? What's that?
I thought he gave us a new one.
Uh-uh.
I know I downloaded it.
You downloaded wrong. He's been, it looks like
Yeah,
he's
it's
been
this
focusing.
one. What's that one?
You already added that one in, didn't you?
Oh, did I? So see,
Okay,
I did
good.
add it.
Did you see that? I don't see it on his Insta. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, you're right. January 9th.
I don't know how to get back to where I'm supposed to be. Oh, there it
Yeah,
is.
he gave
Okay.
it January 9th. But it looked like his last few posts, he's been focusing more on his photography.
Yeah, well, it's not like he has a model to take a picture of or anything.
Oh, I wish I had that model to take pictures of.
I know, right? Come over here. I'll even go find my camera that I haven't used since 2020.
I know. He's like, what's the point of spamming us with pictures when I could just take them myself?
Let me use something as a cloud. We really need to get this music theory going.
Yeah.
Chan's Den. Did you want to do a Channy's room this week or no?
Girl, like I said, I started it off to try to do it. And as I was watching through, I just couldn't get myself through it. I'm probably gonna try to get through it because we can have some facts by Chenny in there, and plus, like, he's just so adorable to not watch. Like I
Yeah.
could just ignore half of that other side, but the only thing I really like focused on at the beginning was so the songs that they played in there for this episode was episode uh 19, and this happened May 11, 2019. And our special guest today, that day was Woojin. And it basically started it this episode was actually done on Friday. So a lot of stays were like confused. They were just like, oh, that's weird. Today's Friday. You know, he was just like, let me just be a little specific. Like, I don't have a specific day that I do Chinese room. I just do it before the week ends. So they plan on this was around the time when they plan to come to America. So he was like, I just decided to do a little bit sooner because we're going to America soon. So I thought I'd get it over with this week just in case I can't do it later. Okay, cool. So he did
Is
it
it
on
when
the
they were doing the
Friday
KCON in New York?
for no, I don't think so. When was this? 2019? Oh, maybe they were. It was in May. Maybe they were. But the songs that they played were Come Through by Jeremy Zucker, Dive by Ed Sheeran. Mans love his Ed Sheeran all the time.
Yes, he does.
Me by Taylor Swift, Sucker by Jonas Brothers, Sunflower by Post Malone. Oh, I like that song. Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Oh, I like that song too. Dancing with the Stranger by Sam Smith. Oh, I like that song. And Talk by Khalid. So basically, like before he introduced this guest, he was just like, so this guest is in this room with us right now, and uh, this guest was in this room with us right now, and I guess he was hiding behind his back or whatever because like he would show hints and he would like put his arm out or little things like that or a hat or something. And so Channy would just like try to guess like who this guest was or whatever. A lot of people are guessing a bunch of different members. And so he was just like, "Ugh, y'all can't guess who it is."
Crap.
Like he tried giving like little hints and stuff like that, but he like nobody was guessing. He was like, he wears hoodies, he does this, and people
That's
kept
not
on
a good hint.
yeah, people kept guessing like Ian because I guess Ian wears a lot of hoodies as well or something. Yeah, but they all kind of wear a lot of
They
hoodies.
all wear hoodies.
I know. So he was just like, oh, whatever. So Channing was just like, okay, go ahead and reveal yourself. Like there he is. But when he stood up, you couldn't really see his face. So I only really got to that part because I was just like, "Ugh, I just really don't want to like listen to him speak the whole time. Like Channing really wasn't really talking as much. So I was just like, do I have to sit through this? I will get through it. Trust me, I will. I just couldn't today.
Yeah.
I'll do it sometime this week though.
Okay, so has anybody posted in red lights?
You see red lights? I don't think so. And even if they did, it's not like we could go into like detail with it or anything like that, you know?
Mm-mm.
Like, let me see. Yeah, no. Kim was the last one to post in there. She posted a good amount of stuff.
Okay. Um, voices, there's nothing in there. We talked about Collision already. Get Cool with K-pop. I haven't like been posting anything. I'm working on a project and that's literally taking all of my time right now. And I've
Looks like
started
Tony did
working
post it.
again, so working is taking a lot of my time.
It looks like
Slumping
Lino Sim actually posted something in there.
and where?
In Get Cool with K-pop. Oh, she posted a music video by what is that? DPR Ian?
I don't know.
Dream
I'm lost
Perfect
in
Regimen.
Discord land again.
Ian. How do you get lost in there? I don't
Because
understand.
I can't find what I want and I keep pushing the buttons and then it goes to an area I didn't want to go to.
Okay, so like from Stay Shop, Maniac Drive, like all of that stuff, it's under Megaverse, right? Because you
Yeah.
know, it's a
Oh,
bunch of
there it
different
is.
things. Yeah.
Okay. Get Cool with K-pop.
She just posted a
Yeah, that's one
video.
of our Discord members that posted that. I don't know what that is. That's what I was looking at earlier. I was like, Limbo, that sounds like a Lino thing. But
Right?
I don't know if this would go here considering if he speaks Korean, but he is Korean Australian and I'm in love. Okay. I don't know who this is and I haven't listened to it, so moving on.
Yeah, I don't know
Um bah. Slumping.
that. Nothing.
We're really falling down on this stuff. Cam posted something about Change Soldier, but I don't know if it's um I don't know what it
So
is.
it's basically a it's known in Japan as Mato Sehei no Slave. It's a Japanese manga series written by Takahiro and illustrated by Chu. It's
Okay.
when he wanders through a gate to an alternate dimension, he meets a demon defense force, including Chief, who will reward him for his journey or something like that.
Think it's anime then?
It is definitely anime. Looks like Japanese anime.
Oh, I know she was talking about one that she was watching, but she said it was like bordering on hentai, so she wasn't sure she was going to watch very much more of it.
Was it really?
It was, yeah, it was getting pretty rank. She was
Is
like telling me that,
it?
telling me what had happened so far, and I'm like, "Are you sure
Maybe
you're not
it's
on
that one.
Pornhub? Because that's kind of what this is sounding like." Let me see.
That's probably what that one was. Change Soldier. Soldier.
It could be. I know she said
She
it was
she
quite.
put that like a week ago.
Yeah, it was quite. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think anything's. Do you have anything else in the rooms?
I do not. Well, it's been really quiet, other than the boys going to France.
Yeah,
Their very
they were
first
so
charity
excited.
event in France. It looks like
Everybody's like, they
Lino is
look so
becoming
happy. I'm
more.
like, you don't understand. These boys live to be around Stay. Like that is their happy place. And it doesn't matter which continent or anything. If they're with Stays, they're happy.
I just love them so much. They're so sweet.
Mhm.
Like to be loved by them is the most amazing thing.
I know. And I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't stan anybody else, so I don't know how they interact with their fans, but I'm pretty sure we're super
Um,
spoiled.
compared to how it is in America and how
Oh,
they
let's not
interact with
even, not
they
even a
interact with their
comparison.
fans. Yeah, exactly. Like they in America, they live by keeping their distance. And I get it because we're not exactly the most
We're not as bad as
respectful.
some places.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in
But
France, they were mobbed. I was super disappointed in that.
yeah, they
Like
weren't
that
like that
redheaded
last
chick,
year.
like that redheaded chick was like right up in
Yeah.
their faces, and I'm like, I would have like throat punched you.
It wasn't like that last year whenever they went
Uh-uh.
to Lollapalooza. Like it seemed like it was well managed, but then again, they have been getting bigger, so I mean,
Yeah.
it makes
Well,
sense.
speaking on my experience, because I used to be a radio DJ, so I get to go to a lot of these concerts and hang out with the bands and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I would say 60% of them was on something every time they performed, whether it was alcohol or drugs or both or whatever. It was not fun. Um, One of the funnest groups I think I ever hung out with was Frankie Goes to Hollywood. You know what that is? They've seen that song Relax, that once you actually read the lyrics, you see how inappropriate it was for us to be listening to in high school.
So, oh, kind of like
Yeah.
Jackson Wang. You know how when he went down
No,
that path where he would drink on stage, he was always drunk. It seemed like he is a little bit
I
better
don't
now.
I don't think he was drunk. I think that whiskey was one of his promoters, because if you look, a lot of it splashes out. Um,
I think it's because
but
he was drunk beforehand. Like he was drinking
probably
beforehand and he
he could
said
have been.
stage.
But
Because he did talk about that. He said it was like a dark path around that time because he was in that phase where he didn't appreciate how over popular celebrities were or idols were, I guess he was going on about. And he didn't
what is
understand the
he
pressure
doing?
to put on idols to be at a certain standard. So I think that's probably why. But he definitely seems like he's more calmer now. But I think he's at that stage where he's like ready to settle down and wanting to
Hmm.
find somebody, and he's just like trying to back off a little bit,
Well, he's in
which
his
I hope he
30s.
does.
Like, I
Yeah.
think he wanted to do it before he turned 30, but I think he's either 30 or about to turn 30. So
I think he's about to turn 30.
he is definitely in that zone that he wants to settle down and start a family with someone.
Which I really hope
And
he does. He's the
I do.
sweetest, most
I hope he
gentlemanly
finds
man.
I hope he finds someone as awesome as he is, to settle
He
down
really
with. But
deserves it.
I feel bad for anybody who dates an idol, because it is not going to be an easy path ever.
I know, I gotta prepare myself.
um there's a lot of, well, we had this discussion about AI. That's we knew it was going to go bad, and that's the first thing it did, was go bad. And hopefully, like, the person who did the AI thing for Taylor Swift, Taylor can actually do something about it where a lot of people cannot. And I hope she sues him for everything he has for doing that. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Some dude used AI to basically make a porno with Taylor Swift's face, making it look like her, and
Oh
it
my
went viral.
God.
And she's talking legal action. I'm like, please do, because a lot of people are not going to have the money to fight this like you will. I mean, there's got to be, we knew it was going to go down a bad path, because humanity just sucks.
Okay, but who came up with it?
I don't know. The dude like put his shit on private and everything so people can't see him. I'm like, dude, it's too late. That shit's viral. I said, it's already gotten back to the person you literally it's the thing is, slander is like spoken and libel is written, but what do you call it when it's video or pictures? I mean, it's the same thing. You're disparaging their reputation, but they're going to have to come up with some kind of legal recourse for this, because that's not fun. That's not funny. It's not humorous. It's not anything. It's disgusting. And it just shows how more disgusting you are. But
One thing to like try to I don't know, joke about something like silly, but to do that is so
that
disrespectful.
it goes so over the line.
It doesn't help that, Taylor Swift, she's done so much and she's come so far in her career, and so many people put her down for that. And I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift.
I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not a Swiftie
I quit
either,
listening
but
to her after 1989, and it's no reason. I mean, I have no reason. It's just not the zone I want to be in anymore. It's just I don't. But then again, I don't really listen to a lot of Western artists anymore,
I
because I
know
just find
Stray
I
Kids
found
done ruined it.
yeah, they really have. I find K-pop much more calming.
Hmm.
Even their hardcore songs is more calming to me, because I'm not being called a bitch, cunt, whore, you know, talking about sitting on the porch smoking a joint and blah blah blah. I can't
Yeah,
deal with
most of
that
their
stuff
songs
anymore.
are either
It's like,
about their love for Stay, or about just their journeys and how they feel about
yeah,
that. It literally expresses.
it's a life story. Yep.
I think that's one of
So
the things I like about it, is that not only do they have a good sound, they have good music videos, they have good music, like lyrics to go along with it. They got good voices that
yeah,
go along. Like everything about their style is one thing that I can say that I will probably stand forever.
yeah. When I lived in Texas, we had this thing that once we moved from Texas to Colorado, both my kids, one was a freshman, one was a junior in high school when we moved. And one of the first days of school, my daughter come in, she was real upset. She's like, Mom, I've got to write this essay and I don't know what to write it on. Um, I can't remember what the title was. Something about I don't remember what the title was. But I just looked at her and said, Kimberly, you do not realize how star filled your life has been to this point, because these people to us are just people. I said, but you grew up on a football field and a hockey rink. You know guys that have and are playing in the NHL. You have guys that are playing in the NFL. You grew up with these guys. You know what I mean? And I started naming some off, and one of them, he's so cute. He was a hometown kid. He's the sweetest little thing. Um, I was up there showing them their pictures from the game, the prior game, and he was a quarterback for the college there, and he was a quarterback for the high school. But I had said something about Camber's really nervous because she has like her junior high dance tonight or something like that. And I went and got him from school, and I came back, and after practice, the guys, were all around stuff. And Dalton walked up to her and he goes, Canberra, will you go to the dance with me tonight? It was just a sweet gesture. But I said, you have hung out with Bowling for Soup. You have hung out with American Hi-Fi. You still have the rose he made you. You have hung out with God, there's so many people. Like, I've got to write this down. I don't even remember them all, but we've been like David Lee Roth and Frankie Goes to Hollywood and Outfield and Flock of Seagulls and um Cooter Graw. God, we were like such good friends with them. Um God, there's so many. Like, I can't even I'd literally have to sit down and list it, but like Skid Row, Jackal, Vince Neil, not a nice guy. Um, the lead singer Jeff for Tesla is freaking amazing. He's an amazing person. Um, it's just like she's got to hang out with what is that Christian band? God, I can't think of it for my life right now. I was like, you don't realize the amount because we just see them as people. You know what I mean? They're people. That's why everybody's talking about, oh, if I ever met blah blah blah, I'd probably freak out and get shocked and stuff. And I would probably just stand there and wait for them to come to me and have a conversation
Hmm.
because we've just been around that like more of my adult life than not. Now I'm bugging. I can't remember that Christian band name.
I don't know how I would react. Like, I'm the type that I feel so bad, and this is probably like this could come off to some of the guys that probably like took an interest or something like that. But I always come off.
Newsboys. That's who it was. Newsboys. She hung out with them.
I always come off as not being interested in anything, you know? So like if you come up and talk to me, it'll seem like I'm listening, but I'm not interested in what you're talking about. But like I'm listening and I'm interested.
Yeah.
I just don't show it very well. I've had some people come up to me and be like, are you even excited about this? It doesn't seem like it. And I'm just like, no, I'm very excited, you know. Can't you tell on my face? Like,
Yeah.
no, I can't. Because sometimes I go straight face. Like sometimes I just don't show that emotion. So it makes me wonder, like, I could be screaming inside, fangirling so hard if I ever come face to face with them. But on the outside, they're probably like, dang, is this girl even a fan?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Well, I
sorry.
know when I was still in the sports world. I was their I guess you would call me their beard. How gay guys have
Yeah.
female best friend, because like the guys we would always go out with them after the game, and especially if they had girlfriends that were not living in that town, they would always like have me close so that it kept all of the we called them putt bunnies, would keep the putt bunnies away because number one, I'm just scary as shit. And so and that's just how I am. I'm like I make them feel extremely comfortable. There was one guy, I just adored him. Um I started noticing that when he came out of the dressing room, he would head straight for me. And I think it was just because I was someone he knew. It was like me being his safe place. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
it does make sense.
So,
I understand.
um I had that relationship with a lot of the guys. I think that's why most of my friends were guys. Cuz yeah, girls always got me in trouble. Females got me in trouble. I've got some stories about
Uh,
that.
I think it's so hard. It's funny because with certain girls, you can have either really good relationship with other girls or you can have really bad ones. I don't think there's like a middle ground
Mm-mm.
for that. It's just because like and I mean I guess there could be a middle ground like best friends. Like you can have a love-hate relationship with somebody, but for like it depends on what type of girl you are. Because for me, I have one girlfriend, but it's like to the point where I always get an issue with somebody, some girl, because they just don't tick me off. Like they said something, they'll catch an attitude with me, and I just can't stand that at all. With
Yeah.
guys, sometimes they don't express like how they're feeling or anything like that, and sometimes just keeps to themselves like they for the most part. So I mean, I never really have an issue with them. I don't interact with them either, but for me, I think
Yeah.
it's just people in general. It's
I
just
just don't
people in
leave the
general
house
for me.
anymore. I
Yeah, me
just can't
either.
do people anymore. I don't it's so funny because sports was such a huge part of our life for so long, and I don't watch any sports. I mean, I'll go
So
to the local football game, or if my niece is playing softball, I'll go to her game. Other than that, I don't do sports. I don't watch it. I don't listen to it. I don't care who
I
wins or
used to
loses. I don't care anymore.
I used to watch the Cowboys games because like being in Texas, you either are a
Houston or Dallas. Yeah,
yeah. So
Houston or Dallas.
I'm a big Cowboys fan. The issue is that the last time I watched their game, I literally was talking on the phone with my mom and just busted out crying because it's so frustrating. It's so
Yeah.
frustrating how they always like get your hopes up until like that one game and they like wreck it all and it's like they choked at the last second. Or I feel like
Mhm.
they might do it on purpose because at this point I feel like they do it on purpose.
I know it's like they never want to go to a championship.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, oh, we came this far. Like, oh, I don't think we want to go. Like at this point, it's just for entertainment.
I know it makes you wonder if they're betting against themselves just to become millionaires.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're just like, what's the point of working hard and getting to this point when we can just make money? It
The
don't make
whole
sense.
scandal.
I don't know, but
So yeah.
I've
Well, are
been
we?
Tony Romo, my man. That was my boy.
Yeah,
That was my
he's
boy.
been out for a while.
Yes, he has. It was upsetting when he was no longer.
Yeah. Do we have
But
anything else? I don't think we have anything else left in the Discord.
nope, I think we got it all. We got off track a few times, but I think we got it all.
I don't know why. Nobody's noticed yet. It's all this ADHD brain. It's not hard to get off track though.
Yeah, it
So
really isn't. Like you get one word and bam.
yeah, we go down that other path. It's like the rabbit hole. We go down this one rabbit hole and then we all just go down through these other tunnels. We don't stay to the main track.
When you're
So
sliding down and we all get separated.
pretty much. Pretty much.
That is
So
what it sounds like.
that's
And at
just
some
us.
point
So
we get to that point where we meet and just split up again.
yeah, it's like so oh well. I mean, that's what we do. I mean, it's just like we're just chatting among friends. We just happen to be going live on YouTube when we do it. So they would not even understand our chat room.
I know, especially since sometimes we talk here and other times we talk on the phone. So it's like back and forth. I'm
And
pretty
then
sure it's the opposite.
sometimes me and Jess get going and Claudia's working and she just can't keep stuff going. Oh, we
Yeah.
do have our station head station up. I've got the link in YouTube pinned somewhere. It should be at the top. So hopefully we can keep that going. I didn't realize it was such a pain that you actually had to turn it on.
They make you go through steps. So it's choose the music. So we had to choose the music, which is the playlist that I choose from, and
Yeah.
it only allows 99 songs. It doesn't go past that. Yeah.
So you
And
actually have to pay attention. That
yes,
stinks.
yes. And then it says like, oh, why don't you let people know that you're going live, share it, test the microphone, do this, do that. And then it says, okay, go live, go on air. And so I was
Well,
going through most of it, and then it says like, oh, 5 hours are almost up. It's gonna stop recording soon. Da da da. So it then cuts off the air. So if I'm not paying attention, I went off air and don't even know it. And then when you go on
oh.
air, yeah. And then when you go on air, it automatically keeps turns your microphone on as well as the music. It doesn't just go with the music and you can have a choice to turn the microphone on. So whenever like it goes off air and I go back on, the microphone comes on and whatever noise is around me.
I was
it,
wondering what was going
yeah.
on. Like some of the songs, it would like just stop in the middle of the song and start a new song. And or
Okay,
like I
so
hear it and
that I
and
do
it sounds
do.
like a butt dial in your back pocket, like your phone's in your back pocket, and you hear that, and I'm like, what is that?
So I do switch the songs just because as we're supposed to be while we're streaming these musics, we're supposed to make it seem as if we're not robots. We're not bots.
Mhm.
So we have to every once in a while interact with the playlist. So when I
Mhm.
skip a song after 30 seconds, it's because that's me showing that I'm actually listening, I'm interacting with it, and so on.
Okay.
So that's why every once in a while you hear me skip the song. And most of the time I'll skip it during one of the songs that aren't Stray Kids, but
Yeah. We just need to get our regular station up.
yeah.
But that one costs money, so until we get monetized, we really can't do that one right now.
Yeah, I
Because
think
it's
Tim
like
got
over a
most of
hundred
it.
dollars a month.
Yeah,
So
it's okay. We'll
so
get there. We'll
one
get
of
there.
these days. Yeah. But so I guess we are done. And I don't think anybody actually came on. I was checking comments. There's no comments or anything. So I don't know where our
Yeah,
girls
just
were that
yeah, the one girl, Ionia, whatever, however you
Mhm.
say. Yeah, she was on review.
Oh, I wasn't getting any of that. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
couldn't see.
she's been commenting. I was like paying attention. She was like commenting every once in a while about certain things. And then this one girl, Lexi Brownies, she came on and she was just like this just popped up on like my page and stuff like that, and she didn't know what was going on. She's like, "Oh, these are states that are talking."
See, I was watching YouTube and I didn't see any of these comments. Like it wasn't coming up for me at all. So I don't even know what they're talking about because
Oh, she was just following along to the
okay.
conversation. Uh,
Yeah, I would have said hi, but I didn't even know that they were commenting. It wasn't showing any of the comments. It is now that it's over with.
she definitely liked that part, not the one that looks like a homely baby.
So somebody actually heard me say that. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
say it out loud.
Someone just say
Not the one looks like. Oh, yeah, she heard that, didn't she? Yeah. I just pop off. I don't think half the time.
Yeah, it's so hard not to, like as I'm sure as we don't have filters. I doubt any of us have filters on this this page.
My filters gave up and striked a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just never changed them out, so
Yeah.
they're broken right now.
Yeah, mine are
Every
always
once in a
broken.
while.
Well, I'm glad we had some interaction, even though I obviously didn't see any of it the whole time because I kept watching and nobody was like commenting. And I was like, wow, we're really talking to dead air, but that's okay. Um,
Yeah, and plus
it
this
happens.
this one it's just been we're just really busy. We didn't really like put too much in it.
Like I said, this has just been a weird week. I'm super busy with that project that I'm doing. I haven't even got all my stuff up on eBay yet because I just haven't got all my stuff up on eBay yet. So
I honestly don't
there's
even
that.
remember my week. I don't remember most of. Holy crap.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. It doesn't get any better from here either.
Ah, I swear, I feel like it's because it's mommy brain, Like if it's between work and my daughter, so it's like back and forth. I don't do anything else but go to work and my daughter. So it's
Mhm.
like repetitive and like the same thing over and over again. So it blends. I can't even tell if this happened this week or did it happen next week or like what happened.
Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't get any better from here.
Ah,
But it's just because I've got like 300 different things on my mind. Like I said, it's like a rattle. You just keep rattling and all this stuff just popping in my head. And so that's why I can't sleep a lot of nights, is because my brain won't shut down. So anyway, I guess I will talk to you next Sunday.
all right then. Bye.
So thanks for everyone who dropped in or whatever. So see ya. Bye.